Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me again on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm Sarah, and this is We Can't Not Talk About Bees. I see Grayson was determined to be first at 10:42 a.m. Thanks, Grayson. I appreciate you. And Gunline Bees, good to see you. I have a lot to talk about today. It's been a busy day already. I've been to the chiropractor. Thanks, Dr. Levi. And I met some new friends today, Gail and Steve. If you're watching, hi. It's great to meet you and Seymour today. Hello, Rudy. Welcome in. I don't know that I prefer to count at all right now, but hey, Big Rooster. Collector Rick. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. As I was saying, I met some new friends after I went to the chiropractor. And I told them about the YouTube thing. I said, yeah, I'm getting ready to do a live stream this afternoon. And there's Lee. Hey, Lee. Good to see you. Like I said, I've already had a busy day. I met my daughter for lunch after the chiropractor, and I got here in the nick of time to do this. We will look out for that, Rudy. Thank you. I want to send warm thoughts and prayers up to northern Michigan. I know they're having an ice storm. As you know, I used to live in that area, and it can be very brutal when the ice storms roll in. So please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And everybody going through storms, we've got some bad weather coming here too. Flood warnings. And as you know, we've been fighting with the moisture problem in our backyard, well, since we've lived here. But it's gotten worse. And I'm just hoping we don't lose any more bees to moisture. The fatigue that I experience brings on the brain fog, and I'm really trying today. I brought my water. Stay hydrated. It's important, ever so important, to stay hydrated. And I also I was out. The dandelions are out. They're not even touching. I had a couple sugar bricks that I melted down in some water, made some syrup, and left out. They're not even touching it. They want the dandelions and everything else that's blooming in our area right now. If you're seeing dandelions bloom, put a 3 in the chat. That would be helpful. Usually on Tuesday afternoons, I don't have much going on. And after the chiropractor, it's like I'm kind of so relaxed. He finally got that one spot to crack, and I felt pressure relief. So I just want to relax. So thank you for coming in to relax with me and stinging the like button. Thank you, Lee, for reminding everybody. Did you guys get through your thunderstorms okay? I know I saw big in the news, a lot of you southern states are affected. I'm looking at my weather forecast. Whoops, that was the wrong button. And we're looking rain all week. You see that okay? Oops. Oh, there it kind of went. That's like good temperatures, but bad conditions. It's going to be rainy all week. I did get the horizontal hive colony moved into another box. The water was getting in there really bad. And a lot of the frames were really moldy. I don't think I'm going to be reusing them. But I've got another toy coming in. It'll probably be delivered after the live. I got a heat gun so that I can scrape the propolis and wax off the frames better. And I've been cleaning up in the garage so I can set up my camera to get some of this stuff that I'm doing. I've been practicing a little, but you got to stay tuned. I'll be uploading videos here and there. But every Tuesday at this time, seems like we can do this. Unless the bees get really busy. Then I guess I just have to take you with me. We'll go mobile. I just got to get the tripod in order to do that. Let me make a note. Mobile live streams. I still have to go check my out yards. I haven't heard anything. We have, I guess, a no news is good news. If we don't hear anything, we just think, okay, we don't have to worry. But I do have to get out there. I've got Oakley coming back Thursday. So that's going to be a busy day. She's already decided that we're painting nails. So maybe we'll make a video about painting nails too. Is there anybody else in Indiana in the chat? Hey, Grayson, good to see you back. I saw you had to be the first one at 10 a.m. Let's not and say we did. Somebody else I know used to say that. Let's not and say we did. And I can't remember right now. But the saying is familiar. Let me see, what else did I have written down here? Oh yeah, I did tell Gail and Steve to go check out Miss T. Oh, I didn't bring I have my little Miss T keychain hanging off my bag. And of course, I told them to go check out Miss T. I like waking up with my coffee and everybody at Miss T's place. And I blame this whole live stream thing on Lee and Miss T. Thank you for encouraging me to do this silly thing. Now we can talk about bees. And down in the southern states, you guys have been swarming for a while, like a month. My bees are still buzzing. I've got 21 colonies still buzzing, Grayson. We lost 10 over winter, mostly to moisture. But that's an ongoing situation that we're hoping to get solved. Stephen has been emailing certain people about it. When I know, you'll know. Until then, we're just doing the best we can with what we have. And I'm getting the garage is full of equipment. The freezer is full of equipment. The other freezer, the bottom of my other freezer is full of equipment. I got equipment coming out of my ears over here. Hey, she is Sunshine. Good to see you. I'm glad you came in to chat today. That's that was a brain derail there. I got so excited to see you that my brain shut off. Oh, yes, we would like to see a lot of honey this year, Rick, and not the dirt honey. I'm seeing purple dead nettle everywhere, fields of it. So I know there's going to be some coming to the colonies. But I think I'm going to get some supers on early, maybe catch some dandelion honey. Because they're all over the dandelions. Save our dandelions. Let them grow for just a little bit before you mow, please. The bees are loving them right now. And they're the whole reason I decided to keep bees anyway. I found a recipe for dandelion jelly. And the jelly from dandelions tastes like honey. And that's when I said to Stephen, maybe it'll be easier just to take it from bees. Well, it's not easy, but it's worth it. It's an experience like no other. Now, I know you're in Ohio, Rick, but are you northern Ohio or southern Ohio? You must be northern. And by the lake, too, yeah. Hang on, you're going to the... Oh, that is awesome! You got to take pictures and videos and all that good stuff, and definitely tag me so I can see, because I'm so excited for you. This is so awesome. You guys do your best, have fun. Now I know she is Sunshine. You're in Texas, right? Texas is a lot different. I'm trying to think. We've got Philip Morse, RTX Honeybees. He's in Texas. I know there's a lot of other Texas beekeepers. And there's Alabama Gunline Bees. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I know it's kind of early. You guys are busy swarm catching and chasing. I haven't seen... I've seen the orienting flights. I know that they're hatching. I've seen the eggs when I moved the horizontal hive into their other box. And she's a tiger stripe queen, by the way. I thought, okay, really cool. I just remembered Collector Rick is in Texas, aren't you? I don't have my who's who notes with me. So you're in Central Time, Rudy? I recognize your name from Miss T's channel, I think. Driving home from work. Well, thanks for tuning in while you're driving safely home from work. I've been thinking about taking a nap. But I have too much work to do. Yeah, in Alabama, you guys are an hour earlier. That was difficult to get used to when we went down there last year. My brain was still on Eastern Standard Time. But then I think about my friends in Japan, that 12-hour trip. That jet lag must really be, wow, sugoi. And it's April. How did we get to April so fast? I still have Valentine's candy. It does. And when I have to remember, God's not going to tempt me. So the fact that a nap is tempting means that I probably should wait until I just go to bed and get sleep. Oh, green is not my color. We are not jealous that Renee had a nap. We're happy that she got some restorative rest. Okay. You are in Ohio. Wait, the chat moved. If you've never been to Lake Erie, you should go. It's being on those Great Lakes. It's not quite the ocean, but it makes you feel a little small. Lake Huron, Lake Superior is really cold. I've been up in the UP. It's very beautiful, but it's cold. And we're starting to warm up. And I know from looking in my journal last year, we started getting swarms around April 8th. And we got another on Oki's birthday, the 15th. And then it just kept going. I'm glad you asked, Grayson. I am in southern Indiana, Columbus, Indiana. I'm about an hour away from Kentucky. And it's difficult for me to remember where beekeepers are too. But in this area around here, I know they're preparing. I haven't seen the drones yet, but I haven't gotten in the other colonies yet. We've either had rain or it's been too cold. And I don't like to dig into them too deep when it's below 60. Today it's 54, which they're out flying. I would peek in the lid, but I wouldn't take any frames out. But that's just me. That's the way I do things. I know a lot of beekeepers do things differently. Jamie, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Of course, we're talking about bees. And around here, the ones that made it through the winter, in my count is 21. 21 colonies made it through winter. I just moved the horizontal hive into another box, so they're going to be okay. The horizontal hive is going to get a seal, Mike. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. So there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. And then Oakley's coming over Thursday. And then the garage full of equipment, I'm going to have to deal with that. So it's busy. But I guess the silver lining is I've got a lot of resources to make the swarms build quicker and more efficient. Hey, thanks, guys. Whoops. Everybody's saying hello. There's another Indiana beekeeper. Hey, Hanley's Homestead. I know you're up north Indiana. Are you seeing your dandelions? We've got them coming out. All of the flowering trees are starting to, the daffodils, it's starting to wake up. Hey, Dennis, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. I was just going over all of the equipment that I have in the garage. And a couple of the colonies, it was a poopy mess inside. I don't know if I froze the frames. I think maybe I'll scrape them and burn them. That's a good sign. It'll be there soon. And when it does, it'll happen quick. It's happening quick around here. It's almost like little fireworks everywhere. The pink trees, the white trees, the yellow trees. Just poof, poof, poof. I do not view the Oxygen Network, Rudy. I've barely had time to catch up on the YouTube videos that I would like to see. I'm trying to be ready for the storms tomorrow. We brought anything in that would tip over. I took the topper off of the swing. Of course, that blew over again in the last storm. All the hives that need to be strapped down are strapped down. They've got rocks on the lids. We made it through a couple tornadoes already. I think we're going to be okay. With all the weather that we've seen around here, no matter what happens, we'll deal with it. As long as the bees are flying, when I walk out to the apiary and I see them coming and going out of the boxes, then I relax a little. Because they are so dear to my heart, these bees. Wow, we have 11 people in here. You know, in my little room here, I can barely fit 4 people. I couldn't see 11 people being in this room. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, that's some nice weather. That is some nice weather. Now I'm getting my swarm stuff ready. The sheets that I use to put down when I shake them out, and all my clips, my queen clips to catch them. Let's see what else. I made the swarm lure. I got that ready. The scions are out. If you go to my earth cam, you'll see the scion hanging on the shepherd's hook. It'll be neat to see if they land on it. Yeah, they're out looking for it. Once it's, even if they just do their bathroom breaks, they'll still try to go look for it. I know when the maple trees around here just started budding, they were all over it. And I think the crabapple tree's starting to, well, all the trees, is like this faint green. When you look at the woods, it's almost like a watercolor almost. It's not quite green, but you can tell it's going to be green. Those scions they do catch them, but you don't have a lot of time. It's just a resting spot. If you see it, you got to go collect them. But yeah, I rubbed the swarm lures all over the scions, and I'll post some pictures later about our results. We've had, let's see, we had 3 in our yard, and there's another yard with a bee tree. I got to go check on that too. We have a scion up over there. But yeah, they work. Go ahead, give them a try. I hope we don't get a lot of freezing temperatures, because that can affect the nectar they produce and the fruits. Come on, weather. Let's cooperate with this, the weather. So let's see, I covered the northern Michigan going through the ice storm right now. Keep everybody in your prayers. I know they've opened up warming stations. When it gets so freezing cold like that, it's brutal. They need your thoughts and prayers, definitely. Hey, thanks, Grayson. Smash that like button. Yeah, and depending on more snow, I can't rule it out in this area because I've seen snow in late April around here. We're just waiting on the weather. Oh yeah, when I was coming out of my chiropractor, they have a radio going on in the office. They have music playing. And as soon as I walked out of the door, it started playing Walking on Sunshine. I thought that was so cool. April Fool, Frank. How you doing? All the way over there on the East Coast. Are you guys getting weather over there? Brr. That's cold, Mike. How big rooster he's over there in California. You guys must get like off the ocean storms. Well, stay safe out there in all them storms, everybody, because I know we're going to get them through here too. We had another, well, Sunday night we had a tornado warning. Our power was flickering on and off. And it happens like that. Like, can't we just stay in the the high 60s, low 70s era. Let's just stay in that temperature range for a little bit. No, it's got to go right from winter to summer around here. I think we are going to catch a little bit of a spring with all the blooms and things I'm seeing. It's going to be a busy April. It's definitely, because I've got I think I do the fun on the farm. That's for the school children to go visit the farm. I'll have to double check my calendar. But I know I got that coming up and got to get the observation hive ready. Wow. Busyness. Just a relaxing, doesn't have to be too hot, get some nice breeze going. And when you find that moment, savor it, hang on to it, treasure it, because those are the moments. But definitely send up some prayers for everybody, Grayson. I know whenever I see the Weather Channel and see the weather moving across where I know you guys, I start praying. I do. You are always in my prayers. I got plenty of bread and bananas. I stopped at the store after I did the chiropractor visit. I think for the rest of the afternoon, I'm going to rest my back and figure out how I want to proceed in cleaning and organizing my equipment mess in the garage. I'm glad that you're safe. And did you get in much damage? I know there was a lot of a lot more damage. The first one that went through when we were at B meeting that night, it was just up the road from us. It literally just missed us. And then Sunday night, we heard of it going through. The sirens were coming on and everything. Yeah. Be careful in that weather. Yep. With the April showers comes May storms. We're going to have, and then into June. It usually gets stormy in June and July too. Well, hello, old Pecan Homestead. I've seen a couple news programs about the bees dying, but so far I don't think anybody really has any concrete conclusions as to why. I know I had 31 colonies going into winter, and we came out of winter with 21. So we lost 10 that I know of. And I have not seen a drone yet, but I'm sure they're working on it. Like I said, I've seen eggs. So I think within the next week, we'll see drones, and then they'll start swarming. I don't know about all that. I'm just a simple beekeeper in Indiana. That's the most that I've had this year. Now, the first year that I started in 2019 to 2020, I had one colony and I lost it. That was 100% lost that first year. The second year, we lost, I want to say one, but we had three. I'd have to look at my notes better. And they are not within arm's reach. Hey, having four good ones, that's a win. I'm trying to read this other comment, and I don't know if I agree with it or because I've not read anything like that. I have been learning about bees and Japanese. Nihongo Benkyo. It will be interesting because the wild bees, we don't really know how many there are in the wild because they find places to survive and thrive without our help at all. That to me is amazing. Aluminum resistant crops. That's something, if I don't know about it, I'm not going to talk about it. The the conversations we have. Let's see. Next week, next Tuesday, the 8th, when I come back next week, if I don't have something to talk about, what would you like to hear me talk about? Give me an idea in the comments. You never know who's watching, Frank. You just never know. Because I've got the free 99 on the StreamYard, and I'm still trying to figure out if I like it or not. And I think I have, because you only get like 5 hours a month now. I can't remember. Well, of course, bees, Mike, but there are so many subtopics about bees. You know, the venom, the honey, the propolis. Why do they collect what they do and put it where they do? It seems like every year there's more propolis. They put more propolis where I need to go. and I get it everywhere. I do know that alcohol will clean up the propolis if you get it on. It won't take the stain out. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. Because there's so many other things going on and I never know what's going to pop up where. I'm always adjusting. So I guess I just, let's see, spring prep process. Clean up the dead ones, evaluate the equipment to see if I can reuse it again, if I even want to put it with the bees again. Like some of these moldy frames, I'm thinking I'm just going to burn them, put them in make a bonfire and burn them and get new ones. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Just flying by the seat of my pants over here. I agree. Hanley's Homestead. I really don't want to talk about them either. We don't want to. Last week I moved the bees from the horizontal hive into another colony, into another box. And she is a tiger stripe queen. I got to get a picture of her. She's gorgeous. I think I would like to make more queens like her, but I want to see what her brood pattern is doing. She only made, hang on, there was 2 sides of brood when I moved it. But I did see eggs. And they're bringing in the pollen and they're bringing in nectar already. And like I said, I was going to be nice and I had leftover sugar bricks. So I dissolved them into syrup for them. For the bees, I'll put open syrup out. Well, they're not even touching it now. They're all over the dandelions and everything else. So now we know there's a flow. And I'm going to put the supers on. I'm going to start doing that. I am going to try grafting again. Stephen is helping me make the starter, the ventilated enclosed box that we need. And I'm trying to decide which one is going to be the finisher. Hey, you too, Hanley's Homestead. Thanks for joining us for a minute. We appreciate you. Have a great week. And I do have small hive beetles, Grace. It's ridiculous. I've been trying the beetle barns, the beetle traps, the peppermint oil. Now the peppermint, I know that if you do that regularly and consistently, you will have good results. I did not. I backed off on the peppermint, and needless to say, more hive beetles showed up. So I'm definitely trying to find a good strategy for getting the hive beetles. Dennis Ollie is, I call mine Hoosier Mutts because I really don't know if I assume they're Italians, but they could be another. But yeah, there's some have more problems with the beetles than others. I think the weak colonies will have more pests than the healthier colonies. Interesting, Frank. You come up with the most fascinating subjects. They made the string look like a pom-pom. Were they trying to get the peppermint out of it? What did they do? That's I mean, as I understand it, the bees they build what they want where they want. They rarely follow my instruction, and they end up doing what they want. Yeah, I'm writing down the beetles. In 3 to 4 years. Is that how long you've been keeping bees, Mike? The This is my 6th year, so I'm still learning. There's things that I'm still learning about. I do have to, when I end this, we'll go for an hour since there are still 9 folks in here chatting. Hey, Frugal Mama, I don't see you in the chat. In the comments, you must have slipped by me. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming in. Did they fluff it up trying to get the peppermint out of the string, or were they just trying to get the string out of their space? That's because I tried some of those Swiffer sheets, and yeah, the beetles do stick to them. The bees do a little bit too, but they propolize those sheets to the frames. I thought that was rather funny. But I did try I don't know if I like the Swiffer sheets. The beetle traps work. They do catch the beetles. So I don't know if I go buy a bunch of bottom boards, but I don't have the resources to do that right now. I guess there's some trays that you can put either oil or diatomaceous earth in. That would be neat to see, Dennis. The propolizing of the See, I don't know. Are they trying to chew it, or are they trying to use their proboscis on it? I mean, what's going on with their behavior? Was it a cotton string? We need details. I'm sure we'll see a video soon, won't we, Frank? Gotta see a video. I have a bunch of footage that I've been going through. And you guys saw the one that I uploaded yesterday. That was from 2 years ago when we went after that swarm box. And yes, I did climb up the tree stand. I didn't like it, but I did it. You like, I'm not sure what that means, Frank. If that's a comparison, I don't know if I'm flattered, or maybe you've upset Frederick. Is that what he says? Details? We need details. Okay. Wasn't sure what your meaning was there. Oh yeah, and from now on, the keep it simple, the kiss, we're going to keep it simple sunshine. Because when we complicate things, we just make it harder than it ought to be. We end up wasting time that we could be spending enjoying the fruits of our labor. I've lost track of how many beekeepers I've been watching, Frank. I understand. Wakarimashita. Oh, we're back up to 11, and we've got 10 minutes left before it's an hour. What can we fill this 10 minutes with? Well, of course, I want to tell you to have a wonderful week. Let's see. Anybody who's going down to Georgia to the Soil Expo, have fun, stay safe. I'm sorry I can't go this year. But flowers do get waist high, Frank. That is so exciting. I'm so happy for you guys. I really am. It is the greatest adventure of my life, this beekeeping. And it's healed me in ways that I can't explain. I just know I got to share it. So that's why I'm here talking about it. Yes, you will definitely need a bee suit if you want to help. Now, if you want to just stand back, I would recommend a veil, but definitely put a veil on because they like to explore. I've had them inside my ear that wasn't pleasant. She didn't sting me inside my ear, but she was in there and it was not pleasant. They'll go up your nose too. I have not been stung in my face. I've not. Now, in my neck, I've been stung and in my scalp. It's not pleasant anywhere. It hurts. So definitely wear protection. Unless you live so far south that you would rather get stung than sweat to death. That's your decision to make. But if you cover up your face and stay back, you should be fine. And move slowly. You don't want to make too sudden movements because you can spook them and then they will sting you. So just move slowly and deliberately. And so it could be a nylon string there, Frank. Maybe the bees just don't like nylon. But I know there are a lot of different bee suits available, different companies that make them. I know a lot of the beekeepers that I follow highly recommend the Guardian bee suit. I've not tried the Guardian myself yet, but that's one option. I got the suit that I use. I got it on sale from Man Lake. And then the jacket, where did we get that jacket? I don't like the jacket because they end up crawling up in there. Like I said, they will find little crevices to go into. Really, they're very curious. It's not that they're trying to they're just trying to figure you out. Yeah, it melts if it's plastic. Yeah, my suit from Man Lake has lasted, let me see, I got it the second, so 4 years, I do believe. I hope they can keep an EpiPen with them when they, um, if you stay covered, there's been situations where I come out even collecting honey with no stings, and I've been covered up really well. As long as you move slowly and deliberately. Sometimes if they get stirred up, you got to back away, let them settle for a few minutes, and then go back and do what you can. But it's a process and it takes time. Work up to it a little bit every day. Expose yourself to them. Just go watch them come and go from the entrance. That's a good way to familiarize yourself with them. That's why I have the bench in the apiary, so I can go and just watch them. Because sometimes the activity at the entrance is not good activity. If they're fighting, they're probably being robbed, which is something that they do. The string melted, that means they don't like plastic. I know, unless I have a lot of wax on those plastic foundations, they will not touch them. So that's another good tip to do if you're going to use plastic foundations, make sure and wax them really well so that the bees will build their comb on there. Yeah, Frank, let us know what they do with the cotton or the hemp string. Let me see, what else was I going to say? I was writing down my notes for what we need the starter to put the grafts into. I think I'm going to try to do it up closer to the house in case it does flood really bad because all this rain that we're going to have coming. Well, depending on the weather, next week I might try to take the laptop outside. We'll see what kind of signal I can get and show you the bees and the everything blooming. It's really nice. My clock says 4:29, Rudy. Thank you. And then the clock in the chat says 4:28. So which clock is right? Well, and then I have the clock on my wall is about 10 minutes slow, so I got to change the battery. I think we had about the same handful of people. We had 10 last week too. Well, thank you guys. You want unleaded hemp string. I'm not sure if we've got one or not. Hang on. An extender. Well, I've got a week to figure it out. And by next week, might even have had a swarm already. I don't know. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. But we made it to an hour. Thank you so much for joining me. You are so dear to my heart. I will see you next week. Have a great week. Bye for now.